7:43 right now. Despite higher prices and interest rates, demand for housing in the Denver area just remains high. A new survey shows that one of the reasons people are looking for other homes, the desire for new neighbors. Sounds like something to talk about with our real estate expert. Lane Lyon is here. He is the managing broker at Coldwell Banker, and he joins us in the studio this morning. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, neighbor. How are you?
Neighbor. Right. I'm not his neighbor. I just want to make that clear.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Nice to be here.
Nice to be here, too. Yeah. So, before we talk about neighbors, you do have some real news. So what's going on with the real estate market?
Well, it's actually good news for people who are looking for a home in the Denver area. The number of homes for sale is actually up for a change.
Oh, good. Okay.
In fact, the Denver Metro Association of Realtors just this morning releasing that the active inventory at the end of April was up 44%.
Wow.
That's significant because average is about 8 to 9% this time, Gary. So what's causing it? Well, it is seasonal to some degree because people put their homes on the market this time of year. Also, higher mortgage rates. We're in the 5% range. This is having an impact on what people can afford and also how many buyers are out there.
Yep. And so it's supply and demand. Now there's more supply. So what's that doing to rates?
Well, I'll tell you what, the rates are going to be what they are, right? They are higher. The good news is that if you are looking to sell, we know that the average sales price is still up 17% over last year. So that's some good appreciation for people who may like their neighbors and want to stay a while, or perhaps they don't want to stay and they're ready to move.
All right. Well, let's talk about the neighbors. I mean, this is really interesting. People are actually selling their homes because they don't like their neighbors.
Well, sure. Something tells me you like your neighbors.
I do.
Right?
I do.
And I love my neighbors. Russell and Emily, I've known them for years, but a new survey from LendingTree finds that about 73% of people who were surveyed dislike at least one of their neighbors. Yep. Reasons for this have to do with, everything from noisy pets, being loud, being rude, and also just giving off a weird vibe. 11% admit that they've actually moved because they didn't like their neighbors.
Wow.
27% say they've considered moving, and 32% admit that they've actually looked up their neighbor's home value online. So confession time, Gary. Have you tried this?
I have not. No, we moved from Westminster. We lived there 27 years and had the same neighbors most of those 27 years and loved it up there. But when we became empty nesters, we moved to a new location and now we like our new neighbors.
Well, and there is some good news. Actually, 74% of respondents said that they would consider one of their neighbors a good friend.
Oh, okay.
Which is good news.
Yeah.
And about 11% say that they've actually bought a home or rented a home because of their neighbors.
That's good.
And I can tell you that I've actually helped someone whose neighbor was moving to Strasburg and they love their neighbor. So they said, Lane, we want to move to be near them. So they're not all night beer neighbors.
Wow.
But I tell you, the ones who are out there definitely make a difference. And we get the calls from time to time. People say, you know what? No more. I'm out of here.
Well, the grass is always greener, You don't know what your new neighbors are going to be either, right?
There you go. You never really get to choose your neighbors unless you have that luxury. So it is a luck of the draw.
Lane Lyon, always good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, Gary.
Thanks.